Hi guys, Tugger here with a new video and probably one of the last videos until like 10.1.5, at least for like spec wise. I'm going to make a tier list video, prediction video for 10.1.5, but this is what probably the last one I'm going to discuss on the PTR. Um, no surprises, Demonology Warlock is actually like terrible. It's insanely terrible. And not even saying like purely on performance, but I think the gameplay is dumbed down to the level of boringness. It's not fun. It's boring. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It's actually boring. There is nothing fun about Demonology Warlock. And you think playing around the Felguard and doing damage with a Felguard is fun, you should play BM. I think BM is more fun. Demonology Warlock is a huge issue because I think Shadowlands is that much better. I think having the possibility to play big tyrant, like big tyrant, or you can play the Necrolord ability. I don't even know how it's called anymore. Devastation Bolt or like something like that. I don't even remember that it's going to enhance the demon balls, making it like guaranteed crit and doing more damage while critting with the legendary. That was insane. I think that was very fun. That was the only time where I really enjoyed playing Demonology Warlock because it had damage at all times. Yes, it was cheesy. Yes, it got nerfed multiple times. And yes, it was still useful and fun to play. You had multiple, you have like two builds, which insanely, since you have the changes from like challenge to Dragonflight with the talent trees, it feels like Demonology Warlock is one of those class specs where you do not have any choices to make on the trees. And yeah, you have sometimes some choices. You had in the beginning of the season, you had like season 1, you had Nether portal going into Gul'dan's ambition with the Pit Lord, and that got nerfed. And also, they kind of knew how to counter it. You just need to basically root the Pit Lord and run away. That was enough. But right now we have like this Fell Guard build, which is going to be effective. I don't think it's going to be better than 10.1. They got like a lot of nerfs and they got like some buffs to Shadow Bolt, which is very minimum, and Demon Bolt, which is very minimal. You remember you had like a talent, I don't even know how it's called anymore. That every time you're going to do a Shadow Bolt, it will improve the damage of your Demon Bolts by 15% times 4, and you can have a duration and refresh that duration every time you're going to do Shadow Bolt. That was a way to get that playstyle from Shadowlands, but it's not going to be the same playstyle because it's not critting and it does a lot less damage, but you had the way to go for that. Right now, it is just gone. You don't have that anymore. The only thing you have remotely around like a build where you're going to do a lot of damage on your demon bolts is pretty much stolen power, but it's very hard to control because it's applications, and sometimes you just want to do shadow bolt to gain the soul shards. You don't want to do shadow bolt to do the damage, so that is not really an option to go for if you want to do damage and do good damage. So it's a bit annoying that you have and you're shoehorned into the build of like playing around Felguards. The damage is going to be a ridiculous thing. The proportions and the spread of damage is going to be like unfun. And I think it is just a huge waste of opportunity to again make Demonology Warlock stand out. I think the spec lore and the possibility and the potential of that spec is insane. It's also super fun to think about the possibilities that you can have as a Demonology Warlock, but I think they do drop the ball since pretty much Walls of Draenor. Whenever they are actually like reworking kind of in Legion, I think that the spec just became a bit unfun. I think in Legion it was not alright because it was fresh, but then BFA came and then Shadowlands came, which had like some returns with the Necrolord ability with the legendary. That was quite fun as well. But it was cheesy, let's be honest. And then you have like Dragonflight going back to the Felguard meme, and you as Demonology Warlock being obnoxious to play against, with, and as. So there is no fun to be had, and you have a lot of CC. Again, you have like things that is making Demonology Warlock super strong. But I don't think playing around imps and an army of imps and have a big tyrant and having Felguard doing that much damage and that's it, and also dogs. But again, the dogs, that's not a problem. The dogs can do damage. That's really not the issue. The issue is like everything else like combined. I think that's not a way to build like the Demonology spec. So I would like to see a huge rework for next expansion. I don't think they will do that for next patch, but for next expansion, a huge rework for for Demonology Warlock. I think they do need it. And it's not like power wise, it is fun wise. I think Demonology Warlock is like a huge missed opportunity, and it feels like PM Hunter is just more fun. But I'm again biased because I'm a BM Hunter player, survivor player, and also MM player. So I do love Hunter, and I feel like the Demonology Warlock is just a worse version of a BM Hunter. You have to play around the imps, you have to play around the big tyrants, you have to play around your Felguard. Again, it's stronger than your pet as a hunter, but it feels like very, very contrived, and you do not have any damage outside of that. Your Shadow Ball doesn't do damage, your Demon Ball doesn't do damage, your Hand of Cooldown and does laughable damage. So I would like to see that reworked. But please do let me know what you think about the spec. This is pretty much like a update for 10.1.5. You will see the gameplay hasn't changed from 10.1, but it feels like they missed the mark on the little rework they gave to Demonology Warlock, which is basically giving them like the possibility to cast more Shadow Bolts and Demon Bolts, which you should realistically not do that, especially in PvP. You're going to feel miserable. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that you're playing a spec that is, for me, still in beta, if not like worse than beta. And I feel like it would be nice to see some changes towards the spec and make it better, make it like before, like Walls of Draenor or Mist of Pandaria. That was quite fun. Even Cataclysm was more fun than what we have right now. And in Cataclysm, it was also a bit dry, let's be honest, except the demon form. That was quite fun. But anyways, again, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and we will catch you very soon in the next video, probably prediction video. Bye.